Yokoso and welcome, it's me, TheSelleri. How do you be? As you can see, count with me. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's another day. It's been a couple. I got a message on Discord. Let's see here. Hang on, I'm reviewing the internet real quick. Hang on, responding to the message on the cord. 5? We must only be able to take that guy or something. Oh, looks like we still can take whoever we feel like. I guess we'll take Fergus again. What the? Maybe, just maybe we don't have to take Fergus. Holding back tears. Mozart. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of... I know that's that sample the guy says, "Somebody scream," but that was kind of scary. And just hearing him say, "Scream." It's kind of funny though. Bro propped in. Propped. Sure, bro propped in. Scream. And then disappear. Hang on, I'm doing some mental math. I forgot where I was at. I can't imagine whatever we're facing to be that difficult. But you know what? It could be. Where's the mole? This looks like the best couple of guys we could take. And then it's just like the worst couple of guys that you could take. Yeah, so if you were wondering where I've been at recently, because it's been, what, a good 2 days or so since I last streamed. There's a good reason for that. And it all just boils down to I've been reading the Claymore manga. And I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I got like really dialed in and, well, that was it. What is your effect? We don't know. But yeah, I got real dialed into the Claymore manga. And that's where all my time's been going lately, is that. That guy survived? No? Okay. Oh, you have like a guts? Okay. It's not even like a guts, that's just straight up a guts. Let's call us friends, I guess. Shidomon. Take it from here. Joke's on that guy. You can't get me a second time just yelling scream. You had me the first time. Second time, and not so much. In short though, if you want like my thoughts on the Claymore manga, it was pretty good. There was a real specific section where I thought it was really dragging on, but I don't know. I still had a good time reading it. It was around like chapter 100. And I was like, can we move this along? And then there was like, it runs into a couple of issues that I feel like I've seen several times before. Like the whole big battle's taking forever and like new developments keep happening, and at first it's like, oh, this is cool. But then it gets to a point where you're like, bro, I get it. Like, how many times can you knock down the main villain? It was like the whole thing with Sukuna and like Gojo when they were like fighting, and just like after that and everyone was fighting Sukuna. And it was like, well, gee whiz, man. Like, it was cool at first, but can we like wrap this up? You know that feeling. Oh, hey, Lancelot. What's up with all the critical hits? Also, I mean, it's kind of a spoiler, but I guess the manga's been done for 11 years, and it's very vague. But it has a really Fate Apocrypha-esque ending. Not as in like the whole thing where they go to like the far side of the world and like, you know, Sieg and Jean like meet up again. Not like that, but like there is, it'll make sense if it's not the same ending, but it's like something that happens in Fate Apocrypha happens in that. And when it happened, I was like, oh, that's like that thing that happened in Fate Apocrypha. Of course, Claymore came out before Fate Apocrypha, so if anything, it's the other way around, but you know what I'm saying? There's also, during the battle with the final boss, so to speak, there's a specific part in it that happens, and I'm like, man, that should have been the end of it, not like another 15 chapters of, you know, more battling, but whatever. I still highly recommend reading Claymore the manga if you haven't. You could also watch the anime from 2007. It's not bad. It just, you know, this should be a surprise to no one. Does not hold a candle at all to the manga. But hey, you know, if I had never seen the anime, I would have never wanted to check out the manga. No way bro takes this lying down. He did not take it lying down, like I said. But we are in a bit of a foul predicament as 50%. Kagekyo-chan. Please have a chain this turn. Nope, of course not. But we have this. I think he does more damage to the demonic upon using his NP, right? Nope. That's a skill. Sort of yawning while talking, but yeah, I think that's a skill activation that I just didn't do. I think it's his third skill. Goodbye, Taigon Wang. It's just that easy. And all those toenails. Finally, the stew's gonna have some broth. Get out of here. Isn't that all broth is? Like, when they make it from, like, an animal-based broth, it's like their bones. Like a chicken stock is just like chicken bones. Or is that specifically just like bone broth? Have you ever seen someone make bone broth before? Kind of nasty. Makes me wonder. Well, no, it doesn't actually. Because in the era of like all food is precious, I could see someone being like, boil the bones until there's nothing left and drink the juice. But yeah, and they have to like skim the top because there's all those impurities that float to the top. It's just one of those things that really makes you wonder how people got the idea to eat that. Or at least I think so. Or again, maybe I'm the outlier and it makes perfect sense to everybody else. It's not me. And you guys are all like, man, Celery, you're ugly, you're disgusting, and should be killed. And I'm all like, well dang, I guess you're right. My fault, original gangster. I thought he would have been holding the Malay CE. I forgot that currently he's equipped to being booster gold. It's not a big deal though. Now ideally with the power of some lucky crits, we might be able to clear all three of these guys out anyway. Nope. Hit him with that, hey guys, don't mind me. Hitma Akimitsu. Well, I haven't, of course, streamed, but yesterday when I was out going for my nightly walk, I saw a bat. It just flew like right in front of me. Like, it was kind of scary. So yeah, it was like a car was coming, a large truck of sorts, and it had some bright lights on. And like it was going slow. And just before that too, there was a bag of trash in the middle of the road, and I was like, man, that's crazy, there's a bag of trash. And then I was like, why is that truck going slow? And then I just saw it, like a bat flew in right in front of his car. And then the bat flew right in front of me and like kind of like hovered for a second, and then it like disappeared into the ether. Scary stuff, I guess. It's one of those things to be expected when you live out in the middle of nowhere, but still scary to see. Last thing I was expecting was that. Huh, looks like there's gonna be a Bloodborne of all things collab with some like, t-shirt company, and they're making plushes. It's kinda cool, I guess. But yeah, there's gonna be a shirt of the doll for 9,000 yen. Some acrylic stands, it looks like. I'm sorry, those are stickers. But then they do have 3, what looks like plushies. Nuigurumi keychain. It's also expensive though. At the Graph T Tokyo Game Show. That's cool, I guess. What is your resistance? I consider myself to be something of a fan of Bloodborne, so I should probably tap in, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's still doing good damage. I thought bro was gonna have like some scary resistance. That's just like some layery resistance. This ought to learn him. Yay. See what I mean? Shadow Sabanto. I thought it was Jack the Ripper at first, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember, was I actively streaming? Because recently, you know, speaking of Fate Apocrypha that I was talking about earlier, I did read the Fate Apocrypha manga for the first time recently. I mean, I don't know. It was like a shrug emoji. And hey, Sayazin. How you do, how do? Celebration. Me when I'm funny. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of cemented my thought on Fate Apocrypha being like a spectacle. Like, if you want to see some pretty cool battles, there you go. But if you want to see like real character development and like well-rounded characters, not really there. It's like, I don't know. That was the complaint with the anime most people had. I thought like if you just want to watch it for again like cool battles and a bunch of characters, yeah. But like really going into depth with a bunch of characters, at least like evenly and like in a way that feels satisfying, not really. And then you said wallet empty, head empty, stomach empty, time to die. Yeah, like actually.
Screech freaks.
But hey, at least you got the plastic to show for it, you know. Don't you know, Joe? Get out of here. How do you ever move away? U-Haul. Not a van, but one of their pods. The pods that they deliver to you know, you can have them delivered to your address, or like you just like drive back and forth across town. Hey, that was me.
I could gladly work in a society without being motivated by salary or spatial benefits. I'm so purely socialistic, and some of my family is so purely socialistic. Some of the members of this glorious temple are so purely socialistic that you'd be glad to work to see that everyone had the same kind of house, the same kind of car. Or if you want your car painted, that'd be all.
Freaks.
You Olga Hall. I don't have that scene up anymore, but it's, you know, from SpongeBob when Patrick was sweeping wrong and that guy says, hey buddy, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? That's so hard, man. Could you imagine that? Just someone comes up to you and says, hey, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? Like, I don't know. I don't think I could survive that. And neither did Patrick, because he started causing a scene. Yeah, but like, see, it loses like the cleverness to it, and now you're just like, it went from you got owned, tee hee hee, to now you're like, oh, okay, I see how it is, dog. You become one of those characters that videotapes himself destroying their son's laptop because their son got an F on a quiz, and then they talked back to you. It's like, okay, so that's the kind of character you are. It's like you get owned with a well thought out joke. Just a real, just like, not even well thought out, but just like a real punch to the nose type one liner. And then you gotta go to profanity. And then you blow up.
Freaks.
Are you serious? So like, there's that craft tea sale I was just talking about or whatever, and I went to go and see, like, they have all their products that you can buy, but they don't have the plushies for sale. And it's like, could you imagine? That's like the one thing I would have bought. I don't really want like a t-shirt for 7,000 yen. So I just one of those dolls. Sad day, I guess.
Screech freaks.
Hang on, I'm using the internet real quick. Well, that's too bad. It'd be cool to get those. I like Bloodborne a good amount, but what you gonna do, right? Yeah, no, I kind of like having the support layout where it's like all of my grand servants, but I would like to have Lancelot as the first one anyone sees. But yeah, I don't know. Hang on, I'm having a coherent thought. I can do this. I can do this. But I wanted to kind of swap around my support list anyway. There's a few servants I want to grail, like Chen Liangyu to level 90, along with Tawaratota. I could give Tawaratota that one C that boosts the damage against demonic enemies. That actually wouldn't be bad. Right now, he's just kind of set up to be a true, like, survivor. You know that one C, it has Okuni on the front? Oh, there it is. Alternatively, though, this one's good enough, I guess. But those are the only real changes I want to make. It's just like grailing 2 servants, and then I'd like to put Iori back in the front. Because that's Miyamoto Iori. 10 out of 10. Well, I guess let's go do that real quick. Yay! Rice boy. Burrito. the guy who made the Claymore manga has another series I read for like, I want to say that the first like 30 or 40 something chapters back when it was new. Then I stopped reading it because I genuinely didn't like it. I think I hadn't even have seen Claymore yet at that point. But anyway, the moral of this story is that now that I've read Claymore, I kind of think that, like, I want to check it out. But again, I remember not liking it that much. So it's like, why am I doing this just to suffer? And I mean, I'm not a stranger to doing things just to suffer. Chinese woman from the streets. I like Chen Liang Yu. Too bad it's like just me. I'm the last of the Chen Liang Yu heads. I mean, when she first came out, like, everyone liked her design. Everyone liked her design. Gurete desu yo, kono savento. Like, everyone was like, what were they like? They were just all like, what else would you expect from a true freak? But then after like a month, no one really cared anymore. And I was like, I don't know, I think she's just a cool character. Then everyone like threw rocks at me. 3, 6, 11, 16. What's going on? No, really, what's going on? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, I was gonna come and see if I had EXP. But something else I was thinking about doing too was like, what if I had a second Lancelot that's a level 120? I can't do that though, because I don't have enough servant coins. Which is kind of cringe, you know, so I guess I could have a level 100 Lancelot. That would be awful. I'd have to get like another 16 copies to get like a second 120, but you've seen those people on the support list, you know? And they'll have like a level 120 like servant twice on their support list. I'd like to do something like that. Okay, we can just go and farm some EXP real quick. Sorry, Arashu. This isn't gonna be fun for you. Let's do this, screams loudly. As far as what I guess I'll read next, I guess I'll start reading Fate Requiem. I've been saying I was going to do that for, what, 2 weeks? I guess I'll actually do it now that I'm done with Claymore. The Da Vinci one is like a boost for everyone, right? Let's see. Oh no, it's just Lancelot. My fault. It's the child Da Vinci. Like Writer Da Vinci, I'm pretty sure that one's the one that'll do that. It's like a boost for everyone. A master of friendship and karate for everybody. Do it, Shinpachi. Didn't doubt him for a second. The last hit of that even did enough damage. That's kind of nuts. Now that should be enough EXP to get us from point A to B. Yay. It's actually far more than enough. Let's see. Oh, there was still that there? Oh well. It's okay, we got some more housekeeping things I need to do. Maybe not actually, I don't have nearly as many of these as I thought. What's with that? 2 to 5. Jonas Crane. There's really no one on here that I'd want to get golden food. Sad to say. I got all this golden foo and nothing to do. I could always grab some of these too. Start allocating some of this nonsense. Well, let's start with, oh yeah, Kazura Dorope. Summer's over. Get out of that outfit. Go back to being the freaky fairy. Next up, let's just try looking at 5-star servants first. I have Artemis, or I'm sorry, Orion. That's crazy, I didn't even know that. Huh. That's crazy, how long have you been here? Well, I'm kind of on the, the fence isn't the right word. I'm kind of partial. I have 50 of these on tap. That's crazy. We got Junes, or Tiamat. Oh, that's not Junes, that's just Miss Crane. I've been Smeckle Dwarfed. We'll give it a Tiamat then. Being honest, I can't think of any good figures of either of them off the top of my head, but I've also never looked for figures of Rin or Tosaka. Wait, no, that's the same person, my fault. Rin or Sakura. But yeah, Rin or Rin, who's better? And like a potato falls on your head and you explode. But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess it really do be like that sometimes, as they say. Does get better merch. It's because she's Orpal. Oops. Well, I'm sure it'll all work itself out. I mean, it kind of did. Now I got 60 of those on tap. And you said that makes the waifu debate funnier. Yeah, it does. Because objectively speaking, I guess there's a right answer there. If we're talking in terms of merch. And I guess merch would, in theory, be determined by popularity. So, like, I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it, you know. Yay. But yeah, who knows, I guess. At the end of the day, you're your own grandpa, you know. Hokusai is better. Yeah, she's a pretty cool character. I too like Hokusai. But she's also not human, so that's like comparing apples and oranges, as they say. Because you can be like, Rin or Sakura, and then you could easily say, I prefer Medusa. And that's like a completely valid thing to say. But it's like, I don't know. It's not a fair comparison. Shrug emoji. Don't you just love this part of the job, organization? Tabby tabby. This freak is another servant I actually wanted to grail. And I guess now's the perfect time to do so. But will I? I don't think so. Do I want to? Yeah, actually. So should I? Yeah, most definitely. What is this song called? Let's Jump. Oh, this is Let's Jump? I've heard a remix of this song before. If you're wondering what we're listening to, we've been listening to some of the classic, you know, those Something Light. We've been listening to... Oh, I have that mini Lancer one's left. We've been listening to some J narration. It's like J and hyphen like narration. It's like not narration, but like generation. But take the gen off of it and replace it with just the letter J. And I can play this at your funeral. You like Let's Jump that much? Let's Jump from Yo featuring Nayuta. I mean, it's a pretty good song. It's a pretty good remix of it. Hang on, I'm sending a message on Discord. Back to the Lancers. I feel like I ate like a burning hot charcoal. I think I said this the last time I streamed, but I don't know, man. It feels like I get indigestion all the time. It sure don't be fun though, can't lie. Insidious digestion. Well, I guess that's about it. Let's give it a whirl. So right now I got My Name is Ozymandias, Takeda Shingen, and then Ushibakamaru. Honestly, that's good enough, I guess. The only one I'd replace maybe is My Name is Ozymandias, but hey. Thing is though, I don't really like having Percival on the support list just because he's only in P1. I'm not gonna grail him because he's in P1. It might sound crazy what I'm about to say, but I've thought about grailing Gareth to level a hundo, or even like just a level 90. NP1 is better than NP none. That does sound like something Sun Tzu would say. He has that good book called Sun Tzu, So You Got the Flu. Hang on, I gotta prank Squidward real quick. I don't remember this. Man, okay. The dog. So apparently back on August 21st of August 24th of 2021, I guess I made a tweet that said me with my hermaphrodite wife husband, and then like someone just liked to bookmark the tweet, and it's a manga panel. I don't recognize what this is. The art style looks really familiar. It has to be something by Tatsutomo Nihei, the guy who made Blam. That's what it kind of looks like. Like, they look like Blam characters. And I think that's around the time I was super into Blam. I don't know, that's just funny. Good old Billy liked my post on Twitter. I guess Billy was real for that one, huh? Oh, I didn't mention it. I mentioned the bat, but I saw some fireworks while I was going for a walk today. Kinda strange. Although I saw some, I think it was either yesterday or the day before. Someone was just having some fireworks going. It looks like my keyboard got messed up. Because normally I have like a Gboard where it comes up and it's a picture of let me see. Of Kusakabe Mio from Lucky Star. But it's not coming up. Let me why isn't it working? No. Oh well, I'll figure it out later, I guess. What were we doing? Who are you again? Cancer. Well, we got two options, Chiefy. We either grind for some EXP and I guess grill Goddess and maybe Bartholomew. Or we can kill some of these quests. What you think? What you think? Tap in or tap out? Trout or sauerkraut? There's someone who made a 6-hour and 24-minute long video called Pokemon A Complete Retrospective. I can't lie, I'm kind of curious to check it out. Drought? What's that all about? Oh well, I guess we can do some of these strength. This is disgusting, this strengthening quest, man. Bro said, if you want to get me fully unlocked, spend 80 AP. I mean, we could take this team. Arash will have a real bad time, but what else is new? Laughs loudly. Or we could take this team. Although I don't think Tristan would enjoy it either. This seems like a good enough group of gals. And the 3 that aren't gals. Hang on. I really wonder why my G-board just decided to stop working on me. What did I do to deserve this? Oh. I really want to fix it, but I don't know how. I want to see Kusakabe Mio every time I want to type something. You don't understand. It's not a want, it's a biological need. It's so weak. I guess I'll just restart my phone. That's all I can think to do, man. Oh, we took him out? Sweet. Bird sounds. Sorry, I clicked on a video and it played. I'm just okay. So yeah, this person that has that 6-hour video, they're just talking about the game, like each region of the game. That's what I thought it was gonna be. I'm not watching that in the foreseeable future, at least. Lately, I found using people droning on about stuff I don't care to be good background noise, but it's also bad background noise. So then I find myself doing less. And I bet you're like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, well, you know, I'm all like, oh yeah, less is more, more is less, addressed to impress. And then my tongue gets super long. And then while I'm like doing that transformation like that, I'm not doing anything. It's only good if I'm doing something like cringy, like just like doom scrolling, then that's good. But if I'm actually doing something that I need, I don't know, like if I'm doing Japanese lessons, like watching YouTube content is a bad idea, but I always do it all the time. Because I start getting bored and I'm like, let me put on some YouTube for background noise. And then it's like, no, don't! Honestly, I think we're just gonna do all these quests right now. Right now, you and me, let's go. You know. And don't you know, Joe? What if instead of being called G.I. Joe, he was like G.I. George, and he was exactly the same, but just smelled worse? And like they had like visible like stink lines. I never really liked G.I. Joe. I don't know, just something about him was always kind of lame. I mean, I get that that's kind of sacrilegious what you're hearing, like a lot of people really like G.I. Joe, but I just never thought the toys were cool. It's like, why would I care about just some guy with a gun? It's like, I'd rather have like Superman or something, I don't know. I don't know, dog, I don't know. Sharp inhale out of nose, like, I don't know, dog. Let's see if restarting my phone fixed my Gboard, or is it still messed up? Phone is starting. It must have had to update, because it took forever to restart. It's acting all funky. So I'll give it a second to come back to life. Please, Gboard, be fixed. Yes! I'm telling you, dog, I wouldn't have been able to live another day if it wasn't Kusakabe Mio. And I bet you're thinking, man, Selleri, I didn't know you liked Kusakabe Mio that much. And it's like, I don't know, I mean, I guess I do. I just think the image I have using her as like my Gboard background is really funny. I really want to rewatch the Lucky Star anime. Because I've read the manga. And ever since reading the manga, I have like this urge to re-watch it, but I just haven't. Because I'm ugly and smelly. Like I've been saying, I wanted to rewatch it for like 2 years now. There's a list of servants I wanted to record Lancelot doing his NP on. Was this one of them? I have it on a card like over here. That's not the card. That's not the card. This is a blank sticky note. Here it is. Here it is not. Where it at though? This is crazy. How did that card just up and disappear? You're gonna hit the sack and go to bed? Well, it was nice seeing you for a minute, Sayazin-san. Oh, I found it. But yeah, it was nice speaking with you, nice seeing you, nice hitting you with a rock. But I think you ought to drink a sock. Let's see, we got, let's see here, let's see. You know, she's actually not on this list. But I definitely don't have any footage of, you know, us destroying her in this outfit. So let's actually get out of here. Forget the past. Tobidaso, hold your hand. Salad Harry. Well, I guess we do have a caster. So say there's no caster on the team. Why am I doing this? Well, then it's like, no, I guess we do have a caster on the team. Works for me. Let's get out of here, huh? It's nice to take Lancelot for a picnic, gay Luigi. I should have got some water before I started this one. My fault, original gangster. Started screaming so loudly, all the windows in the house explode. I heard a sound behind me, I'm scared. New Cyclops SH figure arts release. I got a cough. Oh, I'm fighting it back. It's okay, guys, I'm fine. $95 is really gross for SH figure arts, though. Ask you me. Because they also released a really cool looking one for Spider-Man with a dog. $95 billion quintillion dollars. It's like too much even for like the hometown Webster. It's too much. too much. But it does look good. Personally, I'm not so much as a fan of Cyclops' in quotes 90s design. I'm more like his like astonishing X-Men and like Marvel Now outfits myself, but what the scallop do I know? Because the most popular one is definitely the ones I just mentioned. The 90s, like in quotes. 3%. Oh, it's okay. Lancelot. Let's kill her. That's a good amount of damage. Exquisite, yes. This song's pretty good. Also exquisite. Oh, did I ever make that? The whole reason I went to smelly old Twitter was because I couldn't post it to Blue Sky, but I wanted to post the fireworks I was recording when I was out for that walk. Then, oops, pressed the wrong button. Consarn it. Okay, I did post it. Oh boy, 3 a.m. Is what Patrick Starr said that one time. It's actually not 3 a.m. for me. This is a bad matchup, but we're gonna try it out anyway. Kyakakia-chan! Oh, we have a ruler, so it doesn't even matter if it does go foul. Boo. But you know, maybe this is a tiger in disguise. Because now we have enough juice to squeeze one out with Ashiodorman. No! We should honestly still be able to do enough damage. That's the Grand Avenger. Yeah, see, it all worked out in the end. Didn't even need to buy a hat. But you know what I do need to go buy? Nothing. I need to actually just go fill up my water. So, I'll be right back. You're gonna get hit with BRB and also an ad.
This channel.
No! No!
this channel.
No! No!
I'm back. Fun story. So the side of my face has been hurting, and I was like, let me take a look at that. And then I saw that it was bleeding, and then it was like, well, I gotta do something about that. And this, that, and the third. I'm back now, though. Well, let me be more accurate. There was a weird looking growth in the side of my face. And it looked like it was like just a clot of blood. Like, you know, when you get a fresh cut and there's not a scab yet, but just a crusty blood. And I was like, ooh, and I kind of poked at it with a Q-tip. It had some hydrogen peroxide on it. And then it turns out that it was just a really nasty looking scab. So it popped off and then it started bleeding and then I was like, oh no. So I might have been just fine with just some face pain if I didn't do that, but I did that, so what are you gonna do? Me when I cause my own downfall. Normal. Okay. I needed to send a message. I've done that. And no, not in like a cool way where it's like, this is to send a message. But as in I actually just needed to send someone a message. I just remembered I didn't watch the new episode of Uchu Jin Mumu. I was too busy reading Claymore. I got really like zapped into that. I guess I'll just watch it when I wake up. I do by all means have stuff I need to do tomorrow, but I don't know. Stuff. Yeah. Haha, Jonathan. You're having sex with my daughter. But not that one. No, more like I gotta move some stuff. Like some totes of like actual like my belongings. to hopefully be able to like repair the room that I lived in. Because I've talked about it before, but that one guy who like ruined like the area I lived in, and how I've been like sleeping in a walkway and whatever this and whatever that. Well, to like start doing construction again, I have to move my stuff that's down there, and I need to do that like tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but, well, as you can tell by how I'm talking about it, I did not. I feel like I've heard a lot of songs that sample this whistle lately. Sorry, I'm doing something on the internet. I'm almost there, I'm almost there. Sound like something from Tekken? You think so? Yeah, it would be like... Yeah, actually, now that you mention it. I know it from a house song, an AD house song in specific. But then I heard it in something else, like a few days ago, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but I could probably find it if like we really need to go over it. Okay, I've done it, Luigi. I have finished my endeavors. Let's get to this. Let's do this, screams. Oh, I didn't say my normal line. Hello, Zeddy-san. But, yeah. Zeddy-san, have you seen the anime Claymore or read the manga? You know of it, I see. I watched the anime some years ago. And about 2 days ago, I started reading the manga. And if you're like that's the answer to where I've been, why I haven't been streaming the last couple of days. So I got real dialed into it. I highly recommend checking out one of them. It's a pretty cool series. Of course, I recommend the manga more because everyone always recommends the manga. I don't mean just like in the case of Claymore, but anytime it's ever like consuming something, it's usually like, yeah, if you can check out the manga, you should. But like, I don't know. The anime is not bad. The anime has its own original ending though, so that's not as good. It's not horrendous, but it's definitely not like the best thing in the world. I don't know if you've ever seen the anime Akuma no Riddle, but Akuma no Riddle has an anime exclusive ending and is actually incredibly bad compared to the manga. Like, not even just like, oh, it's like, you know, a little different. It's like the worst thing I've seen in my entire life. You know that one image and the guy's pointing to the hot dog and he's all like, this is actually the worst thing ever. And then it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, but it's a hot dog on a skateboard. It's cool. Well, in this case, it's actually the worst thing ever. Like, this is actually the worst thing ever. Like, Akuma no Riddle is not a good series in general, but if for some reason you need to like just consume that, please read the manga. I hate the ending to that. How are you gonna unironically have the line, I can't believe you forgot you have a titanium rib cage? Like, are you Wolverine? That doesn't, I hate, it just makes me mad. The bro says, how did you forget you had a titanium rib cage? Character, well, I don't know, I just kind of forgot. And it's like, dude, no. Like, no. And like, just like, you know, removing the whole, how does that logistically, like, surgically happen? Let's just say that's like easy peasy in that universe, but like, if you got stabbed with a knife, I feel like, if me, the killer, stabbed you in the chest with a knife and you had a titanium rib cage, wouldn't you immediately know? Like, you'd be like, ting, and it's like, huh, I didn't just stab bone, that was metal I collided with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you'd know immediately. And B, if you get stabbed between the ribs, it doesn't matter in the first place, does it? Unless you have, like, titanium connective tissue. I don't know, man. I'm still mad about that ending. Like, 10 years later. They should have just asked me to tap in and I would have helped them write it. I would have wrote something cooler. Like, yeah, you know, she still gets stabbed in the chest, but like, it's okay. She parries it. She drops shield at the right second. Last thing they hear is ting! And then it's like, just a shield. Kuchumae, kuchumae. And then just like, you know. Like, it's like, uebi, kuchumae, kuchumae. And they would have screamed. Speaking of Smash Brethren, there's that huge Smash tournament this weekend. Am I gonna check it out? Probably. I always say like, no, I don't have any intent to do so, guys. I'd rather eat bread. But no, I'll be real with you. I'm probably gonna at least watch like a little bit of it. Like, I'll like tap in, you know, just a little something, something. Pop in and out every so often. A bug just flew by me. I'm scared. Hey, I knew he had a skill that... I knew this was real. When I was using him the other day, I was like, I could have swore he had a 50% charge. He does, I just didn't have it unlocked. I wish I had a job. No, I don't. Please. Please. No, no, no. I wish I had money. Okay, that's true. That's real. I'm getting kind of low on bread. I'm going to have to figure something out soon. I might have to get a job at like a fast food restaurant for like a month or two just to like, stock back up on some bread. That was a hard line. Bro said, shake it, don't break it. You know how they recently brought Gwen Stacy back in the Marvel Universe? And like everyone's understandably kind of upset about it. Actually, I haven't heard anyone but like one person be vocally upset about it. I don't think it was like recent, but it was like within the last 2 years. But like Spider-Gwen used like magical wish power to like meld her timeline with the 616 universe. Someone, I thought, made a good point where they're like, isn't the point of like an Elseworld story like it's another world? It's like wholly unnecessary to feel like you need to bring an Elseworld story to the main continuity. And I completely agree. There's an Elseworld Marvel comic from I think the 74, 75, somewhere in the the mid 70s, and it's an alternate, like what if Uncle Ben never died story, and Spider-Man becomes like a reality TV host, and he's always in the Spider-Man outfit on this show, and he has like a cape, and he's just like kind of a jerk, but he's rich. Which I guess those things go hand in hand, but the whole story arc is like someone's trying, I don't remember who, but someone tries to kill him, and then Daredevil ends up like trying to protect him, and then Daredevil finds out, oh, this guy actually has superpowers. He's just kind of like, he just chooses to be a stage actor. Or not a stage actor, like a daytime television actor. And then they do something, I don't remember what. I actually own this comic book, I just haven't read it in over 10 years. The point I'm trying to get to is that it would be like if at some point they decide to just like make that character. It's like, it's cool to just have isolated universes, I feel like. Like universes really don't ever need to cross over. Like just let Elseworld stuff just be Elseworld. Just leave good enough alone. Sometimes you see dollar signs, I guess. Marvel, what was once the house of ideas, as they boldly claimed, is now the house of unrecognized and unfound talent. song's weird. Man, my face is itching. I.e. that scab. Please. 26?
Like Muhammad Ali with butterflies. Wonder why these other guys still try me. I sting like killer bees over the illest beats. When the bell rings, knock out the beat.
What did he just say?
I sting like killer bees over the ill. Try me. I sting like killer bees over the illest beats. When the bell rings, knock out the beat. Things ain't the same since the game done.
Still didn't quite catch that, but whatever, I guess. Hang on, original gangster. That one time I accidentally said original gangster, but I said OG, and I was like, my fault, OG, and everyone looked really, like, tense, like I just said something wrong, and I was like, oh, okay, I forgot I'm around real people. Because I'm just so used to saying that. For better or worse, that's just a genuine word, and like saying my fault, OG, is just something I say all the time. It's like my normal vocabulary. Sorry, I'm organizing images on the internet. You know what I do best. Man, get those skeletons out of here. Get that skeleton off the screen. I should have saved it for now. Although, you know, maybe we can still hit a crit. Now there should be no way that this guy doesn't melt. Yeah, see. There's a new chapter of the Elden Ring manga. I was supposed to apply for a job, but I forgot to do it for the last 2 days. Teh. Hit him with that. This is why you're unemployed. And I mean, yeah. Also that, it's like every job I've applied to recently hits me with that. Unfortunately, we decided to move forward with a different candidate. And it's like, why don't I move forward with killing you? Who's the red guy? Demon. I guess that's who the red guy is. Alright, Kagekyo-chan, do it. One heart. But then again, what do you expect? Is he a squid? Why would he have 3? Why do squids have 3 hearts, actually? What do they need all that blood for? I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting mighty hungry. I should really unlock Shidomon's second skill. But alas, I have not. No, it is second. I mean it's a pin skill, you know, the one that starts with the charge. That's what I'm referring to. Just to clear up any ambiguity. We're really blowing through all these Generation songs. Excuse me, Generation albums. I'm missing number 6, but this is number 4 we're gonna listen to next. But there's 4, 5, I don't have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 00. And then I've listened to a bunch off camera while reading Claymore. They don't make music like this no mo. Mostly because this group's been radio silent since 2019. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on my next thing I want to do. So like I need to read Fate Requiem, and I'm like I would love to do that. Like please, I would love to. But yeah, no, actually I don't have anything else to do. Claymore was like a sudden like I got like what is it? You know the saying, they got a wild hair up their butt. That's pretty much what happened to me. I just suddenly had the desire and urge, and I was like, you know what, I'll read Claymore. I genuinely did not think I was going to get as much into it as I did. Like, I can't stress that enough. I also found out there's apparently going to be a live-action TV adaptation, which I'm not looking forward to, but I mean, I guess at this point I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Why couldn't they have just like made a new anime adaptation, or just like left good enough alone? See, you got cat meowing. That's how bad this is. It's just so weird. And it's like a Western one too. That's like the real bad part. If it was like Japanese, it might have some hope, but like, man. Man. I guess, like, I feel like I have to tap in. I'm not even that big of a Claymore head, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's my duty as the Claymore head that I am. This is also the guy, I guess, that co-produced the 2017 film adaptation of the Death Note, like, live action. So it's kind of like dead in the water already, if you ask me. Wait, Fion? What's he doing here? I am so sad. I mean, I guess I could watch it with my parents because they're ugly and don't watch anything unless it's live action. And then it'll be a family bonding experience for me to be like screaming and yelling about how much I hate it. And they'll be like, I think it's pretty good. And then I'll become a Yoma and kill them. Yay. Does Jill's only have one strengthening? I guess we're gonna find out. Of course, he has a second one. Well, maybe it'll just like fall through and nothing will ever come of it. And I bet you're thinking, what do you mean? Well, you know. There was supposed to be a Gantz live action, but it's been in production, like Gridlock, for 5 years. Like, it was started like pandemic. And it's just been stuck. So if we're lucky, maybe it'll be like that. That's ambitious. Gantz. Listen, tell that to greedy Hollywood execs that say, hey, what's a beloved series we can ruin? And they look at a list, so, well, we got Dragon Ball, Death Note. Oh, let's add Gantz to our things to ruin. And then Hollywood tried, and luckily the pandemic happened. Actually, you know what happened? The pandemic happened to save us from a bad Gantz Hollywood adaptation. Like, there's an alternate universe where that adaptation was never announced, so the pandemic never happened. So in theory, if we're lucky, we'll just go into another pandemic. And we don't have to worry about them butchering Claymore. You can't keep coming for the things I like, okay? Okay, at some point you gotta draw the line and just admit your creativity is bankrupt. Creatively bankrupt, as the kids would say. And just come up with a new idea that's not stealing from an existing IP. I know having good ideas is hard, but please, try. I'm begging you. You've already taken away my hobbies of figure collecting and everything because of those fees on import and whatever. You can't take away my other thing I love with my various series and readings and whatever. And I mean, you can say, yeah, but you could just like not associate with it. Oh yeah, well you can also eat a tire. Like, you know what I mean? You could eat a tire. Straight up, dog, you could. It costs $0 to be kind. Well, it costs $0 to be spiteful and evil too. So, you know what? I don't know what you want to hear from me. But I'm okay with just letting the world happen. But then, like, these small little things, man. A Claymore live adaptation. That's when I squeeze my hand into a fist and hold my hand up to the sky and challenge fate. Because it is everyone's right to challenge their fate and claim their own destiny. And this is where I pick mine, man. This is where mine starts. This is where I draw the line. What the? Look, it's the new event. But personally, I'm not interested right now. Leave a message after the beep. Can't lie, if there was any effective, like, if protesting had any type of effectiveness in today's modern world, you best believe with the recent happenings of this world, I would be out there getting shot at. But it's just like, I don't know, at least on this side of the hemisphere, the governments have realized that they don't really need the people's approval to do whatever they want. And that like they just have like the infinite money generators and that's what they're going for. So like going out with your picket sign stopped working like 60 years ago, unfortunately. But if someone comes up with a new effective way to protest, I've got nothing to live or die for. I will gladly be a martyr for a cause. Please give me an excuse to take myself and a politician down. And it actually means something. Not like that guy who killed that CEO, that Luigi character. You know, like nothing really amounted from that. Like, you know, it was like a cool thing that happened, but like, I don't know, like nothing really happened. Like every day is still the same. That company did not change its policies. Like, we're still fighting in the 90s, dog. Like, I don't know what you want to hear from me. Go away, no. Nerd emoji. I mean, I feel you on that one. I've been saying it a lot lately because I really feel like it's the case, but like the reason that nothing really works from protesting anymore is really just because like no one's ready to die. No one wants to actually be a martyr for the cause. And I mean, I agree. Like, I mean, if I know that I'm gonna get killed, sure, that's okay. But like the chance of living and having to deal with like, man, medical bills, man, on top of that, now I'm like a wanted criminal and like my life's gonna suck going forward. Like that really puts like a damper in the spirit. But like if it's kind of like, yeah, dog, you gotta take yourself down and this guy, and then it's like you're gonna die in the process. It's like, okay, cool. Like I know what my odds are. Which I guess is, again, just no one's ready to die. No one wants to get out there and get shot at or tear gas thrown at them. And you know what, again, it's really just like, I'll just take it. Like, I'll just live in this smelly world where everything I love is like taken away from me consistently. Like, whatever. I've been tear gassed before. It's not fun. I don't think I want it to happen again. Like, if I can go the rest of my life without, actually it was CS gas, but if I can go the rest of my life without ever having to go through that again, I think I will have won. You know what I mean? Like, if 95 years from now, and I'm just like, yeah, I only had to go through the tear gas in that one time, I think I will have won. You know? Like, I swear. Please, I don't want to, I don't think I can handle. And those are the only protests that really do anything, is those ones where it's causing a real ruckus and they have to bring out the dogs and the gas and the hose. And then, you know, it's like, okay, now we're actually going to be like making a change. But I don't think I have it in me to go through one of those, man. Like, straight up, I think if I got tear gassed again, I think I would straight up just die. Like, I think it's just over for me. Like from that hit animated series Static Shock, and how the tear gas in that show, it was radioactive and that's how they got their superpowers. It was like a special tear gas, government created evil style. And like if it's that and I get like cool superpowers, then sure, I can definitely go through a tear gassing again. But if it's not, then again, just like, I'll be fine if I can go the rest of my life without that again. Speedwago. I'm telling you, dog, something's got to change, but I don't want to be that force of change. I'm just going to become one of those smelly individuals that's all like, that says things like that. It's like someone needs to step in. And eventually, you know, I'm going to get pushed to the point where it's me and I'm going to be the one that steps in. But until that time, someone else needs to step in, dog. I've already paid my dues. I sold my soul. Now tell me what is left for me when I've given up everything. We love Vinland Saga. Now kill. I really like Gawaine's extra attack animation. I think it is like truly peak fiction. Bro hits you a couple times and just like, now check this out. And then does like a flame enchant and smacks you one good. That's pretty cool. The family cat's behind me, and she doesn't sound pleased. Okay, well that concludes our adventures on NA. Back to what matters. Concluding our adventures with Jills. Jushin and Omedeto. Shantaku. Well, this Shantaku in the back, it looks really scary, but it has pretty low health. Currently, there's just the raid ups, right? The grand duel thing starts on the 9th, right? When is the 9th? Tuesday. Kill. No. That scared cat emoji in the chat. Like, I saw it, and then I just, like, looked over again, and, like, for a second, it morphed into Aggravain. Like, the freak Aggravain emote. I thought that was it for a second, and I was like, huh? But then, like, you know, of course it's not, but... Why did I say freak? It's more like just evil, not quite freak. We need a freak emote. I do need to send an email to that guy about the emotes that I was asking, or that I was going to get made, but I keep forgetting. I also don't have the bread. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 combo. Don't got no bread. Keep forgetting. Yusuke-san. Hello, hi. How do? Feel like I just got through eating a shoe. How about you? You're gued. Well, that's good. I think. I guess unless you were wanting to explode or something, then, like, I feel sorry for you. But, like, I guess if you want to be doing good, I'm happy for you. Nitokurisu. Funny enough, or maybe not funny, but probably funny. this is probably like the last thing we're doing for today. Because I'm going to be not out of AP, but kind of just out of like things to mess with. I guess I could have started the event on NA, but who would have known it would have ended up this way? Aren't you employed with a new employment? How's that going? Terrible. Good. Bad. Happy and sad. Yay. He has a third strengthening quest. I guess we're not going anywhere yet. You got focused on something and then you died? Well, that's okay. You'll hear me in your heart. And you'll know the answer all along. I need more Dolman coin. But I guess I could just get like these two skills. He does have an 80% charge. It is kind of unreasonable for me to be like, he needs the 100% off the bat. And if I do feel that way, I just need to give him something with starting NP. Is that like Bitcoin? Yeah, except for this one curses you. Not just financially, but like also like physically. But I guess so does like Bitcoin. Or like any cryptocurrency. Once you start using it, people see you in like a negative light. It's kind of like a curse. At the very least, people curse you in the regard of wanting something bad to happen to you. Hit them with that, if you start using this, I'm going to kill you. If you become a crypto head, you're going to die. By my hand. Have I seen Danny Phantom? I've seen some episodes. I will be honest with you. I actually dislike Danny Phantom, like a good amount. Like unironically, not just trying to be a contrarian. Back when it was new and fresh and clean on TV, I used to think it was really lame. And then I still really haven't warmed up to like Mr. Fenton. Are you a huge Danny Phantom head? Have I greatly offended you with my statements? Nope. Then I need to try harder. Danny Phantom. More like Danny Fa- and then like the stream just cuts off. It's hard to offend you. Don't worry, Mr. Squidward. We'll figure out a way one of these days. I don't like this song. It's called Arabian Fighter, which is, I guess, a pretty cool, like, I mean, I hear the vibes. This, if you told me the song is called Arabian Fighter, and then you played it, I believe you. Or even if you didn't tell me, and like I asked, hey, what was the song called? And you said Arabian Fighter, I bet it makes sense. But it's not hitting for me. Man, I'm getting really tired. Like, level 4 tired. Not level 6, but like level 4 tired. Solomon created song. You're right. Me when I'm at the Temple of Time. An Arabian Fighter starts kicking in, I know I'm cooked. Phantom of the Opera. Let's get him. You know, I didn't expect this to be like the trance of 15 years ago. I thought these were going to be happy hardcore when I downloaded them, but I kind of like it. I talk about it all the time, but like early 2010s trance is pretty good, but that early 2000s trance is like, that's peak fiction, goat fire, raw swag. However, this is more like early 2010s trance, which in and of itself is kind of becoming a rarity these days. Because for one, it's kind of hard to find just like vanilla trance. It's usually happy hardcore, and I love happy hardcore, but sometimes you just want to hear some like old school trance. You know, sometimes you just want to eat some bread. You don't want to like a butter roll. You just want a slice of bread. Bread, indeed. I couldn't have said it better myself. Garlic bread. I mean, I like garlic bread as much as the next individual. Well, yeah, that's it. I guess I have no complaint about garlic bread. I've never like actually wanted it, but anytime it's around, you know, I'm gonna eat it up. I feel like I've never been sitting around and thought to myself, I could really go for some garlic bread right now. But like if it's around, it's not gonna be around for too long. One of those things I feel like you never really want it, but like when it's there and can be had, then you want it. You agree? Yeah. Like I feel like if you have like a craving for straight up garlic bread, you're probably pregnant. You had store-bought garlic bread. I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. You usually kind of get it, at least in my experience, at a restaurant. I've never, again, it's just me. I've never been all like, let me go get some garlic bread from the mart. I had roommates that would do that when I was living in Texas. And it always surprised me because they get like frozen garlic bread. And genuinely, I always thought, well, why are you getting frozen bread? That does not, that sounds foul. It usually smelled pretty good, but I don't know. Having bread that was frozen, and I mean, I get it. You can say pizza and like whatever, but just the thought of garlic bread that's frozen really turns me off. But you didn't ask about what I wanted. You're gonna do what you want, you know? And I guess if you've got a major hankering because you're 6 months pregnant, then yeah, go get your garlic bread. Frozen garlic bread. You said it's a niche thing, so what you're saying is anti-Italian discrimination. How many songs do we have left? We're hearing Vengeful Spirit right now. This does not sound like a vengeful spirit, okay? This sounds like I don't know, like a calmed down spirit. We got like 3 more songs. We could figure out something to do, or I could just go to bed. I'm kinda leaning towards just going to bed, but we can take a look and see at this real quick. It's not bad. Why do they need so many gears? Curse you, unlimited blade works. Is it an American thing? I have no clue. You asking me like I know. I'm running low on those arrowheads. You know, it's more surprising that those aren't needed in troves, given that this is the archer class score. And you know, the archer class is made up of archers and arrows. You shoot arrows. Maybe. I don't know. 30. Yeah, see, I need to get a lot more of those items before I can like comfortably say that I want to do that. Well, right now I have Berserker and Saber done. Guess I could maybe do Caster. Or Lancer, maybe? Is White Scooter Demon a scary name? No, it kind of just sounds like you're a speed racer character, actually. Yeah, actually, White Scooter Demon just sounds like a literal translation of like someone who would be like in Speed Racer or like a racing anime. But like one for kids. Yeah, that's it. Sounds something a kid would say. I guess it would have been scary maybe if this was 200 years ago. But I don't know. It's not like unscary. You know, in SpongeBob, when they're like, you gotta make it look good and scary. And then he's like, so you want it to look good and scary. And I'm like, well, we'll see what we can do. So how do we do that? And they're like, I think he means like it looks so good that it's scary. It's like, or maybe that it looks bad that it's scary. We gotta make it look bad. And that's like what that feels like, man. It feels like you're on the Flying Dutchman ship and you gotta make it look good and scary. And it's like, okay, so it looks so good that it's scary. Like, I don't know, White Scooter Demon. And then it kind of gives the impression, is it like a white guy on a scooter? Or the scooter is demonic? Or is the demon on a white scooter? And like, it's like an evil demon that's like on this, like a white scooter? Or again, is it like the demon's white, but the scooter's like whatever color? I don't know, it just like, it more makes me think, and I'm like, what do you mean, like White Scooter Demon? Like, what's the part that's white? The scooter? Is it a white guy? Is the white guy like demonic because they're on the scooter? The scooter's demonic, but they're a white guy that's on the scooter? Or is it like it's a white scooter and it could be like anyone on it? See, like, it just begs all these questions. Why am I here? Is it a demon scooter? You tell me. Anyway. Was it a demon shaped as a scooter? See, that's even better. You know, it's like a possessed scooter. There's a demon inside of it, like a Rotom. A Rotom wash. But Rotom scooter. Yeah, I guess this is where we have to call it for today. I can't think of anything else to do. Like, I mean, we've cleared out my AP. I need to finish doing the daily quests, but that's just getting EXP, and I'll just do that, you know. Just grind out a little bit of that. Another time. So yeah, shrug emoji. I guess this is the furthest we can go for today. I say hooray. As per usual, I thank you for coming through. I'm making a heart with my hand, because it is you whomst I heart. Triple time over, check out the emoji. So yeah, I'll see you later, alligators, and after white crocodiles. In theory, I might not stream tomorrow, because I have a doctor's appointment on Friday, and I got some stuff I gotta do tomorrow, so I might be like tired and dead, but we'll see. I keep saying it, but we're probably gonna be playing some Elden Ring pretty soon. Getting deep and dirty in the Elden Ring. Because we're kind of at like an impasse or stuff to do until the Grand Duel comes out, or like it gets later in the quests for the event on NA. But yeah, see you later, alligators, and after a while, you crocodiles.